So a lot of people don't understand emotional validation. Validating somebody's feelings simply means to seek understanding of and to accept their feelings as valid. It doesn't mean that you agree with their feelings or their perception or their values. It also does not mean that you have to take responsibility for their feelings. It simply means you understand their feelings. So if you don't understand their feelings, you ask questions until you do. All of our feelings come from our belief, our value systems, and our lived experiences. So you would have to ask questions until you understand what belief and value systems they hold, or what lived experience they've had that caused them to have those feelings. It's pretty simple. You're not judging them in any way. You're learning about them so you can understand them. This is called demonstrating empathy, putting yourself in other people's shoes. But a lot of misinformed people think that in order for their feelings to be validated, you have to agree with their feelings. And since you agree, now you have to change your behavior so they don't have those feelings. This is incorrect. This is why invalidation, I think, is one of the most common forms of emotional abuse. We most often see invalidation when it comes to your feelings about somebody else's behavior. Because if they were to actually go through the steps of seeking understanding, then they will have to face the reality that their behavior was shitty. So to avoid feeling shame, they invalidate you instead. Dismissing, by minimizing, by blame shifting, it's all a defense mechanism. Now what's fucked up is these same people who by definition invalidate will tell you that you are invalidating them when you don't agree with their feelings. Remember, validation means to understand. It does not mean you agree. So they will dismiss your feelings to avoid their shame, but expect you to agree with their feelings and change your behavior so they don't feel those feelings. This is a double standard that is common in abusive dynamics. So how do you validate without taking responsibility for? You go through the process of seeking understanding and it ends there. Asking for behavior change is separate from validating feelings. If someone is asking you to change your behavior, you can if you want to, if it doesn't go against your personal value system, but you don't have to. Because at the end of the day, we are all responsible to manage our own feelings. So if my partner is behaving in ways that upset me, I am responsible to set boundaries to protect my emotional well-being. I can ask for change behavior, but they're not obligated to change their behavior. I'm not entitled to that just because they're my partner. They're an autonomous human being, free to make their own choices, free to live within whatever value system they want to live within. So if they think that they can be a dick to me and see nothing wrong with that, then that's telling me that they value entitlement, objectification, and expectation of submission. And that's my cue to get the fuck out of Dodge.